Hey everyone, and welcome to Shuriken Skills number 42 and the fourth in this week's special 5-star series on Illustrator Blends here in the Work Smarter Not Harder dojo with me, Tony Harmer, aka the Design Ninja. Today we're going to learn how to use a blend to create an aligned array of symbols like the example here from a single piece of artwork. And this is actually based on something that happened in the real world years ago when I had an exhibition designer who had to put an array of products around a dais like so and have different colorized versions of them. So we're going to work on that. So what I'm going to do is turn off the example there, or the view of the example, and turn on my start example here. And what I've got are 3 instances of a dynamic symbol that I made. If I just double click on that, we can go in and have a look at it. So it's got this background here, which is 50% grey. That's just a throwback to older versions of Illustrator. It's a habit I don't intend to break. And then I've got these headlamp things, which are light grey. And over the top of the two, if I just unlock it for a second, there's an ellipse here which goes from white to white, and it's set to blend in the overlay blending mode at about 71%. I'm just going to lock that object again like so. So now with these 3 objects, if I click on the first one here, I'm just going to bring that to the front, and I'm going to select the one on the right and send it to the back just there because I actually pulled them from the one in the middle. So I'm going to create a blend of these. If I get the blend tool, so W is the accelerator for the blend tool. And if I click on the first one, then on the second one, then on the third one, that pretty much looks like a description of my journey home last night, but there you go. So if I've got those 3 together, my blend is created, and I'm quite a lot of the way there. But what I want to do is change the path. So I'm going to hold down Shift and tap the backtick key on my keyboard, and I'm going to draw a completely new path. I'm going to click over on the edge here. Whoops-a-daisy, I still had the path active, so if I just deselect all, Shift Command A to do that first. So if I click here and then down at the bottom and then over here in this region, I've very quickly got a curved path that I can pull into place like so without using any other tools. I do love this about this tool, that you can do this. Bring this around like that. And once I'm happy with that, I'll tap V to get my selection tool, select the blend and the new path, go up to the object menu, down to blend and replace spine. Okay, now at the moment that's going pretty crazy on there, so let's just see what's happening. If I go to the blend options and double click on the blend tool, is probably the quickest way for me to do that. I'll look at specified steps here. I'll change that from 10 down to maybe 4. Even that's too many, so I'll take that down to 3. So there's 3 in between each step. And at the moment they're aligning to the page, so I'm going to set them to align to the path. Okay, and that is actually working the way I want it to work, but what I need to do is just twist the cars around on the end. So the quickest way for me to do that is to tap A initially to get my direct selection tool, click on the first car, and then tap V. That will give me my selection tool and makes it easy for me to spin that around like so. You can see now that's starting to conform. I'll just hold my command key down to click on the car on the other end. That would be Control on Windows, of course, and I'll spin that one around like so. And there you are. Now those things are conforming. What I need to do to access the goodness of this is then to expand the blend. So if I go up to the object menu, come down to blend and choose expand, because it's done its job for me. Leaves me a group, so I can ungroup that, Shift Command G, Shift Control G, of course, on Windows. Then just get my direct selection tool, click on each car in turn, and then just either choose solid colors, or I've got gradients here as well. And it just takes a few moments to color all of those things up rather than it would drawing all of those objects. And that's it. That's your Shuriken skill to practice today. But for now, we're done. And I'll see you tomorrow for the last in this series on blends in Shuriken Skills. See ya.